aldehyde and ketones. First of all, we will go for the preparation of aldehyde and ketones, and there are certain reactions in which we obtain only aldehyde, some other part we will obtain only ketones, and there are certain reactions in which we will obtain both aldehyde as well as ketone. So first of all, we are going to study about the reactions in which we will obtain only aldehyde, and in that series first reaction is very important, that is Rosenmund reduction reaction. In Rosenmund reduction reaction, acid chlorides when treated with hydrogen in presence of palladium and barium sulfate, then we obtain aldehyde. So in this, what happens? Acid chloride when treated with hydrogen in presence of Pd plus BaSO4, then aldehyde is obtained with HCl. This is acid chloride. Reaction is important and product is aldehyde here. Reaction is important. For example, it can be asked that if we take CH3COCl, then in this reaction we obtain CH3CHO plus HCl. This is the conversion, that is ethanoyl chloride to ethanol. Similarly, if we take C6H5COCl, this on reduction will give C6H5CHO plus Sc. So benzoyl chloride gives benzaldehyde. Now, a very important reasoning here. What is the significance of barium sulfate here? Barium sulfate decreases the activity of palladium and prevents the further reduction of aldehyde to alcohol. So if we will not take this barium sulfate, then this aldehyde can be further reduced into alcohol. And the important point here, another, that is, in this reaction we can only prepare aldehyde, not ketone. Again I am repeating, this barium sulfate decreases the activity of palladium and prevents the reduction of aldehyde to alcohol. So this is the first reaction. Now we will move on second one, that is Stephen's reduction reaction. Stephen's reduction reaction. In Stephen's reduction reaction, alkane nitrile on reduction with SnCl2 and HCl first give imine, and this on hydrolysis give aldehyde. So in case of Stephen's reduction reaction, what happens? Alkane nitriles are converted into aldehyde. For example, CH3CN by reduction with SnCl2 and HCl gives CH3CH double bond NH, and this on hydrolysis gives CH3CHO plus NH. So this is ethane nitrile, and here we obtain aldehyde. Alkane nitrile can also be converted into aldehyde by using diol H. This is the second and third method now, by diol H. Diol H is diisobutyl aluminium hydride. Diisobutyl aluminium hydride, that also reduces alkane nitrile into amines, and that on hydrolysis with water give aldehyde. So here also RCN with diol H followed by hydrolysis. First we are treating with diol H, second hydrolysis, and gives RCH. But what is the significance of this diol H over Stefan's reduction reaction? In case of diol H, the unsaturated behavior of the compound is retained. Compound does not lose its unsaturated behavior like CH3, CH, double bond CH, CN. When we go for its reduction with diol H followed by hydrolysis, then it gives CH3, CH, double bond CH, CH. So this is the significance. By using diol H, unsaturated behavior of the compound is retained. But if we use Stefan's reduction reaction, this unsaturated compound will convert into saturated compound. So this is the very important significance of diol H. Another important point, esters can also be converted into aldehyde by diol H. Like this. All esters like CH3, CH2, CH2, CO, C2H5 on reduction with diol H will give this CH3, CH2, CH2, CHO plus C2H5OH. So this is about the conversion of alkane nitrile into aldehyde by Stefan's reduction, and second by using diol H. Now we will go for next reaction. That is Itard reaction. In Itard reaction, toluene is converted into benzaldehyde by using chromyl chloride. So first what happens, this toluene when treated with chromyl chloride CrO2Cl2, then first it gives an intermediate and this intermediate is chromium complex. When it is hydrolyzed, then it gives aldehyde. So in Itard reaction, toluene with chromyl chloride first give chromium complex, intermediate which on hydrolysis gives benzaldehyde. Benzaldehyde can also be converted into, this toluene can also be converted into benzaldehyde by using other methods like toluene on oxidation with chromic oxide, on oxidation with chromic oxide in presence of ethanoic anhydride. Gives benzyl diacetate and this on hydrolysis gives benzaldehyde. that is toluene, first treated with CrO3 in presence of CH3CO whole twice O, gives an intermediate CHOCOCH3 whole twice. This on hydrolysis gives benzaldehyde. Now important points. What is the significance of ethanoic hydride? CrO3, that is chromic oxide, is a strong oxidizing agent which can oxidize toluene to benzaldehyde, and benzaldehyde can further be oxidized to benzoic acid. To prevent this oxidation, we use ethanoic anhydride, as ethanoic anhydride immediately combines with benzaldehyde which is formed during the reaction and to give the intermediate and protect the oxidation of CHO group, which on hydrolysis is given benzaldehyde. So ethanoic anhydride gives an intermediate during the reaction and prevent the further oxidation of benzaldehyde into benzoic acid by using chromic oxide. There is another method to prepare benzaldehyde from toluene. What we do in this, toluene first chlorinated, this is now 6th method. Toluene on chlorination in presence of light gives benzyl dichloride. This is benzyl chloride. And benzyl chloride on hydrolysis gives benzaldehyde. So benzene on chlorination gives benzyl chloride, and benzyl chloride on hydrolysis gives benzaldehyde. So in these three different ways we are able to convert toluene into benzaldehyde. Now last reaction for the preparation of aldehyde, that is Gattermann-Koch reaction. We have to discuss Gattermann-Koch reaction. Yes, in case of Gattermann-Koch reaction, benzene is converted into benzaldehyde. How it can be converted? By the reaction of carbon monoxide and HCl in presence of anhydrous AlCl3 or CuCl. So reaction is benzene when treated with carbon monoxide and HCl in presence of anhydrous AlCl3 or CuCl or Cu2Cl2 we can also write, gives benzaldehyde. So in this reaction we are directly converting benzene to benzaldehyde. So these are the different reactions in which we are only getting the aldehyde, no ketone, that is ketone is obtained during all these processes. So these are the 7 different reactions in which we discussed the preparation of aldehyde. Now we have to discuss about some reactions in which only we obtain ketone. So first from acid chloride. As in the case of aldehyde we discussed Rosenthal reaction in which acid chloride gives aldehyde only. But when we have to prepare acid chloride and the ketones from acid chloride, then some other reaction we use, and that is by the reaction of dialkyl cadmium. Dialkyl cadmium, that is R2C. So first of all we can prepare dialkyl cadmium by using the Grignard reagent. Grignard reagent, that is a very important reagent. When treated with cadmium chloride, then we obtain dialkyl cadmium, and this dialkyl cadmium on reaction with acid chloride gives ketone. Here we obtain the ketone. For example, if we have CH3COCl, this on reaction with CH3 twice Cd will give CH3COCH3, that is acetone is obtained with CdCl2. Here we are getting acetone or propanone from acetyl chloride. So this is one of the method from acid chloride. So acid chloride on reaction with dialkyl cadmium give ketone, like ethanoyl chloride or acetyl chloride on reaction with dimethyl cadmium gives acetone. Next method, to prepare the ketone from alkane nitride. As in the case of aldehyde, we prepare the aldehyde from alkane nitride by using Stephen's reduction reaction as well as by using Tyrrell H. But for the preparation of ketone, we use Grignard reagent with alkane nitride. So in alkane nitride, this CN bond is polar in nature, carbon has positive and nitrogen negative charge. Similarly, in argel MgX, magnesium, that is metal, carrying the positive, while alkyl group carrying negative charge. So attacking of alkyl group on carbon will occur on the Cn, and while the Mg will attack on the nitrogen atom, and it gives an intermediate, that is RCr double bond and MgX. This intermediate is formed. When we go for its hydrolysis, then the breaking of compound occur in this way. First part that give RC double bond O, that is ketone. Second, nitrogen that convert into NH3, and this MgX gives MgXOH. For example, CH3Cn on reaction base CH3MgBr. This will give CH3C CH3 double bond and MgBr. When we go for its hydrolysis, it will give ketone plus NH3 plus MgBrOH. So this is the preparation of ketone from alkane nitride. First, the addition reaction of Grignard reagent and alkane nitride is done. Then it gives the reaction intermediate, which on hydrolysis gives the ketone. Now next method, by Friedel-Crafts acylation. In case of Friedel-Crafts acylation, the aromatic compound when treated with acid chloride in presence of anhydrous AlCl3, then we obtain aromatic ketones. For example, when benzene is treated with CH3COCl in presence of anhydrous AlCl3, then we obtain acetophenone. So in this way we obtain aromatic ketones, acetophenone, or in IUPAC we will call it 1-phenyl ethanol. So this is about the preparation of aromatic ketone. Till now we studied the reaction. First part we study only the preparation of aldehyde. Second part we prepare only ketones. Now there are certain reactions in which we obtain aldehyde as well as ketones. For example, first from alcohol. By oxidation So primary alcohol on oxidation with PCC gives aldehyde. PCC is a mild oxidizing agent which can only oxidize alcohol into aldehyde. They cannot further oxidize alcohol, this aldehyde to carboxylic acid. So we use only PCC whenever we have to convert primary alcohol into aldehyde. RCH2OH on oxidation with PCC gives RCHO plus H2. 2-degree alcohol on oxidation with chromic oxide CrO3 gives ketones. That is RCHOH on oxidation with CrO3 give RCOR. So in this way you can clearly observe that 1-degree alcohol give aldehyde, 2-degree alcohol give ketone on their oxidation. So in this we are preparing aldehyde as well as ketone. Now further, alcohol can also be converted into aldehyde or ketone by dehydrogenation. Dehydrogenation, removal of hydrogen. So whenever any compound releases hydrogen, that is also a type of oxidation. So this dehydrogenation occurs in presence of copper at 573 Kelvin. In this also 1-degree alcohol give aldehyde on removal of hydrogen, while 2-degree alcohol give ketone on dehydrogenation. So simple, here we obtain aldehyde as well as ketone by dehydrogenation. 1-degree alcohol give aldehyde, 2-degree alcohol gives ketone. This is the dehydrogenation of alcohol. Next, from alkene, alkene on ozonolysis followed by reductive hydrolysis give, with zinc dust and water, give aldehyde or ketone. Here the product aldehyde or ketone depends on the nature of alkene. For example, this is the simple general alkene. When we go for ozonization, first what happens? Ozonide is obtained. This double bond breakup and this double bond carbon atom are joined with the ozone molecule in this way. A heart-shaped structure is formed and that is called ozonide. And this ozonide on reductive hydrolysis with water in presence of zinc dust give this compound breakup from here as well as here. So two parts separated from each other give carbonyl compound with hydrogen peroxide. For example, if we have CH3, CH double bond C, CH3, CH3. This compound on ozonization. First give ozonide, CH3, CH, C, CH3 and CH3. When we go for reductive hydrolysis, then breaking of compound will occur from here. Then CH3CHO plus CH3 CH3 C double bond O and H2O. Some students feel a lot of problem in making this intermediate and product. For them, a very simple way of conversion, that is CH3 CH double bond C H CH double bond CH CH3. How can we write the product of this? First ozonization and second reductive hydrolysis. All the double bonds break up. So separate the all constituents of this carrying the double bond. So double bond वाले portion को हमने अलग किया here and this CH and last portion is CH3. These are the three parts of this, and now put the double bond O with all the double bonded carbon atom and you will get the product. These are the three products obtained from this hydrogenation of this alkene. So this is very simple way. Similarly, suppose हमें दे रखा है if we have the product only and we have to find out the reactant, then what we have to do? We have to bring the CO group of two compounds close to each other in this way. And remove the CO group and put the double bond between the two. So this is the reacting alkene which gives the product here. So in this way we are also able to find out the alkene from which we obtain the ketones or aldehyde, and this is the ozonization of alkene which gives aldehyde as well as ketone. Next important method, that is from alkyne. Alkyne on hydration in presence of 1% HgSO4 and 40% H2SO4 give aldehyde or ketone. The important point, very important point, only ethyne give aldehyde. No other alkyne can give the aldehyde. What happens in this? Ethyne, when treated with water in presence of HgSO4 and H+, the addition of water molecule occurs here and it gives CH2 double bond CHOH. This undergoes tautomerization, that is isomerization. What happens? This double bond shift here and hydrogen on this carbon atom and gives CH3 CH double bond OH double bond O, and it is ethanol. So this is the reaction to convert ethyne into ethanol. But important point, any other alkyne if we take, then they give ketone under the same reaction. So why is it so? They give, if we take here propyne, this propyne when undergoes addition reaction of water molecule under the same condition, that is HgSO4 and H2SO4, the addition reaction occurs according to Markovnikov rule here. H plus and OHN are from this, so OH will go on the carbon having less number of hydrogen, and here we obtain CH3 COH double bond CH2. And this undergoes tautomerization. On tautomerization we obtain again this H will shift here and double bond here, so we will get CH3 C double bond O CH3. So any other alkyne if we take, then only ketone will be the product, only ethyne give the acetaldehyde. So here this propyne gives propanol, and this is all about the different reactions for the preparation of aldehyde and ketones.